Welcome to Trading Lounge and the stock portfolio, which we call Stockcheck here. Now, within Stockcheck here, you can simply look at the trade recommendations that we're putting out, and then you can put those into your trading platform, and it can be as simple as that. We'll go and have a look at that in a moment. You've probably already looked at that anyway. If you want to get a little bit more out of this particular portfolio, then you can track your own trades. You can track our trades. You can do all those sorts of things. But to do that, if you're going to track your own trades, which is a good idea, is to you'll need to create a portfolio, and all the portfolios are sitting will sit here, and we're going to create a portfolio now and put some demo money into it. So all we need to do is we need to create a portfolio here first, and then we'll come over to manage the portfolio over here, and we'll put some funds in here. Don't pay any attention to any of the trades. All this here is just me testing the portfolios before we're putting this portfolio out, so don't pay any attention to that. So what we need to do is we need to look at this portfolio here. We click on this and you can see that I've got two portfolios in here at the moment. And when you select a country in this portfolio, then like I'm in Australia at the moment, so and this is an Australian portfolio here. So as soon as you choose the Australian one here, it will also choose your currency as well. So just be mindful of that. This US dollar one here will be United States. So, I could be, I might be living in Europe. So I might choose the US portfolio, might choose US portfolio, but I might be in Europe. So I'll be on euros here. So choosing your country here will set up your dollar, currency here, and then you can either edit these or delete these here. So we're going to create a test one here, so we'll call it USA 1, and we'll select the country here, which also selects your currency as well here. So we'll just click on that here, and it's that simple. So you can see that we've got US dollars here, so we'll save that. And then that will be that portfolios here as such, and you can delete them and so on. So what we need to do now is we need to put funds into this USA 1 here. So I'll close that off here, and then I'll need to click on this one over here. And up here, there's a few things that are going on here. I won't go into all of those at the moment, but all we want to do is look at USA 1 here, click on that, and then add a deposit or withdrawal here. So let's put a deposit in here. I do believe in trading that in risking 1% until you've got all your numbers sorted out. Like risking 1% for accounts under 50,000, roughly speaking, is a nice way to move forward until you actually understand your numbers and you know what's going on. So to have an account of 30,000 is quite a nice starting point. You could do it. Look, you could put $5,000 into an account and make money, but you'd need to know what you're doing at that point. So accounts over $50,000, you could be risking 0.5% up to, $100,000. But it just depends. I mean, it's just a starting point. That's all. So I think this is a nice number. You could do it at 25. You could do it at 20. But this is a nice number. So you can put some comments in here and so on. So all we've done is we've created an account here. We've put a deposit of some demo funds in here at this amount here. And we're just going to save that here. And then that's going to populate over here. And this is when you've done it and all of those sorts of things. So now what we have is we've created a portfolio here, and we've added some funds here. So you can put your own trades on by just opening a trade here and using those demo funds. You could, instead of just opening it straight up, you could use the trade calculator first, because you want to be able, if you're risking 1%, then you need to know what your entry price is, your stop price, and then you can look at 1% of your capital and see how many shares you can buy for that 1%. So this is really important as a starting point to get your money management worked out. Money management is normally worked out much later in the process for new traders, and even, longer term traders, but it's something that you need to get sorted out. So once we've got this in here, then if we look at trade recommendations here, you'll see United States and Australia here. And when we've got some spare time, we'll start looking at some other countries as well. But so each morning you can come here and check to see what trades are pending here. And you can see that this is MicroStrategy here, long such and such target, and so on. So it's obviously a long-term trend. We're just doing strategies in terms of short-term, medium-term, and long-term. We're just keeping the strategies very simple. We will be introducing robo and switch trades a little bit later on, and a few other strategies as well. Now, there'll also be a chart here as well. So you can click here. So this is just basically looking at, why we're looking at this particular chart. In this instance here, we can see we've got an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. So eventually that top should be taken out at that point. So this is a long-term trade in this case. And you can calculate it here to get your 1% risk, and we'll look at that in a moment, or you can go straight here and look to push this straight through into your portfolio. So in here, you can look for the portfolio that we're looking at this point, and that will all populate in here. We'll do another video on this, and then you would just send that straight through to there, and then that will go into your portfolio at that point, but we'll do another video on that. And when I do that video, we'll look at the calculating the risk as well. This particular, if you've taken this trade here, you can click on this and put it into your watch list, will be here for this. And you can also view a short-term chart here on this as well. And in this particular instance here, you can go into a larger chart over here for this. For the US markets, we've got information on cash flow and news and balance sheets and those sorts of things for all of this, for these markets and so on. So that's just a quick snapshot to see what's going on. But like I said, the professional chart here that you can view. So that's pretty much it as step one. So step one really is about creating the portfolio here at this point here, and then adding funds at this point to be able to use this correctly. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.